Okay, so now we're going to use the Linux terminal. I'm going to show you a few different commands that you can use and how it can be really useful in your everyday life. Let's get started. So first thing you want to do is you want to know what's in your directory. So you're going to use the ls command. And ls command is really useful because it can show you what's in your directory. For example, let's use this terminal, and if we do ls, we have a list of everything in the directory. Now, there's different options, and that's something I'm going to go over right now. We could do ls option LA. And what that will do is, you'll see, will basically not only list everything, but it's going to show the permissions of each thing. And also, it will show hidden directories. So those are directories that aren't shown by the user unless you manually show on here. And you could actually see that. I could show you. Here's my file browser. And if we go into documents, this is, actually let's go into documents. So let's do cd /documents. And notice I used the cd command. Now the cd command lets you change the directory, and that's going to be real useful. As you can see here. And let's just write this down. Change the directory. We can go into anything. You'll notice I use this tilde here. This tilde, it just is a shortcut into whatever directory that you want to go into. Basically, it says the user's home directory. So if you want to go the user's home to downloads, for example, same concept. There's nothing in my downloads. I always clear it, so to documents, and we can list it. So we can see here, these are all my documents. These are my personal documents. But we can see the LA. We can see all of the different file permissions. Now we're going to talk about the df command. Now, what does the df command mean? Well, I'll show you. So df is short for display file system, and basically that will show file systems. Okay. And I will show you an example. df. These are my file systems. It even tells you, like, gives you a table. File system, 1K blocks, the used, available, use percentage, and mounted content. So Linux is different on how Windows mounts things as different letters, like the Z drive, the D drive. Linux mounts things as different directories. So I have my games directory on var mount games, and I have that the same as my Plex server var mount Plex server, so you can see the pattern there. And we can see these are what it's being used in bytes. Now bytes is a bit confusing, so I'll show you a little easier way. If you do df-h, you can see a human output of the size used, available, uses percentage, and it's a little easier to read than before. So use -h for more readable output. Okay, so yeah, let's get to a new one here. Okay, so next command we're gonna use here is the free command. And what that does is basically it shows you what is available, available memory usage. And I'll get into it here. So let's clear my screen. You can use the clear command to clear screen. Just clear. So we use free, just the free. And as I said before, it's in bytes, but you can see here total, used, free, shared, and buff cache available. Now it's in bytes, so let's make it a little easier. We can use -h. And we can see 31 gigabytes total, 3.2 gigabytes used, and 5 gigabytes free. Pretty simple, straightforward. So you know the df command for file systems and the free command for available usage. The next one will be the top command. And what the top command does is it lists the resources. So, for example, here you go. This is the top, and it shows you all of the services and what the system is doing behind the scenes. So we could see here, it's running Xorg, screen recorder, GNOME terminal, GNOME shell, my web browser, a few different web browser ones. Basically, you want to know what your system's doing. You can go in individual ones and see what it's doing. So that could be really useful. The next one here is the rm command. And that removes files. So basically, this will make you remove any file that you create on your system. So this could be very useful, very straightforward. If we make a file here, joe.txt, see here, and we can use the list command as we know. Joe.txt is right here. Now, let's remove it, which we rm joe.txt, and now it is removed. So that could be very useful if you want to remove something. Now, keep in mind, if you want to remove a directory, it's a little bit different, so I'll show you. So the mkdir makes a directory. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. So the mkdir makes directories. So I just made the directory Joe. And you can see it's color coded here, so directories are blue. And you can get into the directory using what we now know as the cd command. And there's nothing in it. Now let's put a file in it. Alright. So there's the file Joe. And now we want to remove not just the file, but the entire directory. So you would have to do this. rm -r Joe. And since we are actually in the current directory, we don't have to actually write out where we are. You could additionally do Joe or /home Joe documents and Joe. But since you're already in the directory, this is Joe. And now you can see it's removed. Now, as you are familiar with Windows, you delete the entire folder, you delete everything. So that is very dangerous. R stands for recursive. Alright. Next one is the top command. Or did we do top? Yeah, we did top. The next one is the find command. And this, pretty self-explanatory, looks for files. Or directories. So, you can use the find command. It's really useful if you want to look for something on your file system that you don't know where it is, or you're looking, or you're trying to list a certain amount of files. It can be really useful, and I'll show you an example. So we find name. So I'm going to find all of the files that end in .sh. And how I do that is I have this asterisk here, and the asterisk shows, it just tells it all of, basically. So I'm saying find all of the .sh files named in .sh. And I believe I have to do, yep. So here we go. So find in current directory, you could just do / and then the name .sh. And these are all of my files that end in .sh. I could do alternatively all files, starting with server. These are all the files that I'll start with the name server, or have the server name in it. I see. So, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. there's many different things you could do with the find command. This is just one example. So the next thing, no, I believe that concludes it. So that will conclude this section of the video.